Efforts to make Bethlehem a place for everybody has been a priority for Mayor Reynolds' administration and the work of the City of Bethlehem. Something not often recognized or even entirely unknown to locals is that this philosophy extends beyond our city borders, out into the global community through our sister cities. But what even is a sister city? The general idea of a sister city or twin town started out of necessity over in Europe post-World War II. Towns such as those in England, France, and Germany were paired up, sometimes based on similar war damages, to facilitate new and deepened relationships and to help one another redevelop. In order from youngest to oldest relationship, Bethlehem's current sister cities include Foiano di Val Fortore in Italy, Corfu in Greece, Murska Sobota in Slovenia, Schwäbisch Gmünd in Germany, and our first sister city, Tondabayashi in Japan, which was established in 1964.
The first time that I traveled overseas, it was really a life-changing experience just to see how someone else in the world lives, in terms of their culture, in terms of their everyday life. And I think that sister cities provide that to people who can't afford to travel or don't have the opportunity to travel around the world.
Right.
You can get a glimpse of that, you can get a taste of that culture and really broaden your own horizons and get some perspective on your own life and just the world in general.
And with a vibrant Puerto Rican presence in Bethlehem, the mayor's office is actively working in tandem with the Latino Advisory Council and the community to establish a sixth sister city in Puerto Rico. Sister city relationships can be formed on a city, county, or state level and are instigated by political, cultural, and economic ties. Shared or connected histories, ancestries, demographics, religions, geographies, trading, and even just the will of two mayors with mutually beneficial agendas can be the instigator for establishing a friendship and official sister city relationship. Foiano di Val Fortore in Italy and Murska Sobota in Slovenia both hold strong ancestral and familial ties to many Bethlehem families, especially from steelworking days. In fact, the mayor of Foiano di Val Fortore said they are in the process of creating a search engine that would allow Bethlehem residents to find relatives in his city and help initiate these overseas connections. Corfu in Greece has a mountainous landscape with heavy ties to music, and it has a World Heritage Site designation just as Bethlehem is working toward. Schwäbisch Gmünd shares similar architecture, a dedication to arts, and history of a metalworking-driven economy. Tondabayashi is also a suburban city, similar in size. They even manufactured glass for Christmas ornaments, establishing a linked holiday connection. But these cities, especially when they look and function alike, can also share similar issues, like in Schwäbisch Gmünd.
We've got the same problems. I noticed that in the city council. We need more flats, more room to live. The bars need more staff. There's a lot of overlap in all of them.
However, the partnerships can act as a way for city governments to get stuff done, partnering with their other city government allies to effectively move forward with personal projects or initiatives in each city.
If you're working towards something, we can help you. The twin towns can help you. The sister cities can help you.
Right.
We can have a cooperation. Let's say there's stage garden show. You make it international, you get more funding.
Right.
But how do you get reliable partners abroad? You go to the sister cities of the sister cities.
Right.
You use the connection.
A bunch of links of connections to cities. That's wonderful.
I mean, everyone understands the benefit of networking in businesses.
Right.
It's the same thing with cities.
But what does the process of becoming official sister cities look like? It's different for each pairing, but are often run by community members and organizations that are passionate about establishing and maintaining strong connections to these relevant worldly partners. One example of these efforts come from the Bethlehem Schwäbisch Gmünd Association.
The Bethlehem Schwäbisch Gmünd Association, we're here to help support the sister city relationship with Schwäbisch Gmünd on all levels. We've sent students in high school over to our sister city in the past. I think a total of about 23 over the years. And in reciprocation, a number of German students have come over here, usually in the spring during their Easter break, and spent time here. That gets connection with the schools. They're able to go into the schools and and stay with a German family and experience that culture.
Some community members don't even have direct ties to these countries, but they care selflessly for keeping these relationships and their programs running smoothly.
And I am the recording secretary on the board. My husband is the president of the board. Both of us are not Slovenian, and we're not from Murska Sobota, but we're active in the community and we're asked to be a part of this.
Okay.
My main role on the board is I actually do a lot of the communications, the website, social media, the events, but I also do a lot of the back and forth with the Consulate General in Cleveland, as well as the embassy in Washington, D.C.
The city government, specifically the mayor's office, helps support the programs established from our sister city partnerships in a more official capacity, with formal paperwork and approvals. As for funding, the mayor's office has a small portion of their budget dedicated to sister city duties, but a majority of financing and programming comes from each association, commission, and other generous sponsors who are invested in the globalized activities. Anna Klammen works in the Department of Culture for the city of Schwäbisch Gmünd on town twinning and other international affairs. She said the last 10 years have not seen as much mutual activity between our American and German sister cities, but this is changing.
Also, I think that the future looks very bright. Because I see a lot of enthusiasm in Germany. You can't imagine how many people ask me, how many organizations ask me, why didn't you ask me to go to Bethlehem with you? Why can't I come with you?
Right.
So many. Now here I've seen enthusiasm. And you've got a mayor with a vision and a city council and staff with dedication. So having the new projects, having the will to do something in the council and the administration, and the enthusiasm within the society, I think that's the recipe for a very bright future.
Over 20 years ago, in 2001, Bethlehem held a reunion for all three of our sister cities at the time: Tondabayashi of Japan, Schwäbisch Gmünd of Germany, and Murska Sobota of Slovenia. A gathering like this has not been organized since then, but it is something the mayor's office is striving to bring back. Experience such as study or live abroad programs, artists in residence, musician swaps, and cultural gift exchanges are a result of city government uplifting the voices and identities that make up Bethlehem. With sister city partnerships, you may be able to find another version of home all the way across the globe.